So getting into the Brazilian Grand Prix. At this stage, any of the top four could win it out of the two Ferraris and the two Mercedes. Really, anyone could win it, depending on what happens on this race. But in this race, I mean. But I think it's really between Kimi Raikkonen and Rosberg up to this point. Okay, so we got the hard, medium and soft tyre for this weekend. We've lost the rivalry with Massa, and we are 7th behind Daniel Ricciardo in the championship, which is pretty good. Behind the Red Bull, I think that's very good for us. Coming from the third to last team to get up to basically the 4th in the table for us.
Welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil. This weekend we're at the Autodromo José Carlos Pache. It's the Brazilian Grand Prix. Turns 1, 2 and 3 that form the Senna S are a series of tight left, right, left turns that really are an extremely difficult sequence of corners to master. The first turn runs downhill left-handed and provides massive understeer. It's then followed by a fast right-left combination through the Curva do Sol and onto the Reta Aposta straight.
Added in 1990, when F1 racing returned to Interlagos, it is fitting that one of the best corners on the F1 calendar takes its name from one of the sport's greatest drivers, Ayrton Senna. Get this section wrong and you'll leave yourself open for the overtake on the approach to turn 4.
Okay, so getting into practice for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Just going to do all the practice programs as usual. We'll try to do them all. If I can't, I can't. But I always try them all. End of practice 2, I've got perfect on track acclimatization. And I completed both the qualifying and tyre management, so it's all good. And team objective, I've got 25 out of 25. So. Just looking through the different people. And I'm going to advance to qualifying.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top 3, who are Hamilton, Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen. That concludes an interesting
14th,
practice
which isn't
session.
very good
Let's hope for more
considering most
excitement
people
as
were
the
on
weekend
hards or
unfolds.
mediums, but someone's got a 5-place penalty there. Daniel could be out actually. We now got 2,400 resource points, which will help next season, really.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So basically, the usual qualified night, beat Massa, beat Palmer. So that's the normal objective we normally get. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that objective. We're in the green now for first driver on target. But it's not looking as good as it did when we had all purple before.
Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos as the cars are readying up for what's likely to be a very important session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
So going into qualifying 1. It's raining, we're on intermediate tyres, which really, I'm okay on. I'm not the best on though. I don't know. I maybe have to beat some of the AI with it, but anyway, second lap out, about 2 seconds up now on my other time, and I go fastest, which shows I've actually got pretty good pace in the intermediate conditions. As the session goes on, we go to 6th, 7th, 8th. Palmer's doing pretty well, 11th in qualifying one, where we don't really need to go as fast as what everyone else does. We don't need to go the fastest. Honestly, I think that's very good. I think that shows we've made progress throughout the year with Palmer as well. You know, if you remember rightly, we were all in the back together at one point, and now we're easily getting through to Q2, Q3. Q2 here, we go on our out lap. We come through the last section here, which is a sweeping left, where you just got to keep your foot down, keep on the dry line as much as possible. And we go fastest again in this session. We come 5th at the end there, and I think Palmer went out. Yeah, Palmer's 15th. So showing he's doing better than what he did at the start of the season, but he's not doing amazing really. Okay, so Q3. I come through the last section. I go 7th there, which is not the best, so I go for another lap, and I'm about 1 second and a bit faster than my last lap, and I go first, so fastest lap, which is very good. Yeah, I go third.
Now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us
Which is
again.
very good. Daniel
Lights out
Fiat
tomorrow.
actually getting into top 10, which is very good for him. And McLaren, Jensen Button getting through, very good as well. We're just beaten by the 2 Red Bulls, which Red Bulls are at the top of the development table, I think now. And so it's not really a big issue when we are behind Williams, and we're beating them quite easily in qualifying there. We get some more resource points now. This should really help us to develop the car straight away in Australia and be able to get them upgrades on for Bahrain. It should really help to make our car a lot more competitive than it is now. Came 3rd, Massa came 8th. Our time was like 7/10 quicker, which is pretty good. And we're back into the purple on our driver position, which is very good. Don't allow Jolie and Palmer to get first driver back.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
So we've got to come 7th, beat Massa, beat Palmer, and get placed 16th or higher in the championship. Shouldn't be too hard as we came 3rd, but I think in the race they're going to be a lot quicker than they were in qualifying. We're going to be quite a bit slower, I think, on race pace, really.
As surely as the sun rises in the morning, the Brazilian Grand Prix packs out the grandstands and creates incredible drama. Title deciders, heartbreak, triumph and home glory. All these and more can be found in abundance here at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With so much on the line here today, I can't help but shake the feeling that we're going to have a bit of pushing and shoving, Anthony Davidson, especially into turn 1 this afternoon.
Well, we do see a fair amount of that here at Interlagos, Crofty. It's a tricky braking zone, of course, as you're heading down the hill into the centre S, which always makes it easy to lock the inside front and run a bit wide. We've seen a number of occasions over the years with someone from the leading group taking a bit of a knock on the first lap and having to recover. That's one of the reasons we've had so many exciting championship fights here. Hopefully, though, it'll be a clean start, of course, but as you say, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's not.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have a Renault, Rosberg, Lewis Hamilton, and Vettel, Raikkonen, Massa, Button, and Valtteri Bottas. Sainz, Alonso, Romain Grosjean, and Palmer, Kvyat, Gutierrez, Nico Hülkenberg, and Sergio Perez, Haryanto, and Wehrlein, Marcus Ericsson, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, so on the grid, go through a race strategy. It looks like a hard, medium to stop. Personalised, it looks like they're trying to make me do another soft stint right at the end, which is not really what's the point of that. And on the low time management, they're just changing a medium to a soft. So I was going to stick with the high time management strategy, because I don't think I need this soft right at the end. I can last amortise a bit more on every stint by a lap or something. It will be fine. Okay, so behind both Red Bulls, we've got Rosberg behind us, who's basically a championship leader, really. Showing he hasn't really done well this weekend, and you know, I know he's done the best out of the title contenders. You know, the two Red Bulls can't really get the title now. So, but yeah, showing he hasn't had the amazing pace this weekend compared to the Red Bulls, and. Yeah, this lap is quite short actually, really. Yeah, very short lap really. There's not many twists and turns, it's normally quite straight. And we've got two Mercedes behind us, and I think the two Ferraris of Vettel and then Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi Raikkonen doing quite badly for being the next best, like the best contender to Rosberg for the title. But anyway, going to 5 red lights. They're hanging on quite a bit there. And anyway, you get a good start. Going up the side of Daniel Ricciardo, we get out of there because we realise we don't want to be going side by side through there. And he gets a better run out of that corner. So he's right on the back of Max Verstappen, and now we've got Hamilton, who's just beat his teammate off the line. Trying to get out of us. And anyway, you see Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo battling very slowly. Look at this. He just goes straight across us there. Daniel Ricciardo gets in front of Max Verstappen there. Let's have a little replay of this. Look at this. I think that's Daniel Ricciardo hitting the back of Max Verstappen there. And they just hold on to each other's wing. And it's not very good really for them. They lose a lot of time compared to us. Anyway, on this last part of the track, I beat Max Verstappen through that corner, and Hamilton beats Max Verstappen as well, coming on to the 7th lap. he is on the soft tyres, so I'm going for a longer strategy, so it should be getting past us really. He's got a better car, he's got the better tyres, but anyway, he gets past us, but then he goes straight into the pits, so didn't really have much time to... Anyway, there's yellow flags behind us there. I don't know why that was, I think they may have just been battling and whatever, but anyway, Kimi Räikkönen, really the contender to Rosberg for the tyres, I've said, is right behind us, and Vettel, so two Ferraris doing quite well. Anyway, coming into the pits on lap 15. We need a quick stop here, and then we should be able to do quite well in this race, but anyway. Massa going past there. Alonso going past. We just need to get in some clean air really. Anyway, come out of the pits, hopefully we get some clean air. Maybe able to do this, and I think we have actually. We're just going to be trying to catch up to Max Verstappen, who's actually jumped us with the undercut, which is not really good, but we've got some clean air when he's battling, so it should be alright. But anyway, we get to 8th when we come into the pits on the 25th lap. Nothing really happened, there's no real overtaking. We were just in total clean air, we couldn't catch up to the people in front, they were too fast, and the people behind were too slow to catch up to us. So 2.5 second pit stop, not too bad, not the best though.
Okay, you only have to stop once now, one stop left.
Anyway, hopefully we can get out in front of these guys here. If you look on the mini-map, Gutierrez coming through. But anyway, we get in front of him, which is very good for us. I don't think we're going to have a very good qualifying, good result here from 3rd. We're much slower on race pace than we are qualifying pace. In the intermediate conditions, they're so much faster than the AI, but in these dry conditions, they're so much faster than me, and so much better at keeping your tyres for a long period of time. But anyway, I got on the curb a bit too much there as overtaking Gutierrez. I'd let him through, but keep you inside so I can just slip back past on the next corner. Just allowing his front wheel to get past me and then just going straight back past. So I'm in 11th now on the 32nd lap, and I got my teammate Palmer right behind me. So he's done very well from 15th to get here, and he's actually battling me. I've not had the best race here, but he's had a pretty good race in terms of going up positions. And anyway, he's in 11th now, and we'll catch back up to him. We're both on the medium tyre, showing his strategy and his racing, his pace has really been a lot better. Tyre management being a lot better as well than mine, because obviously my tyres have went away quite quickly, allowing people to do better times than me over a lot of laps. Okay, 34th lap here, and I'm behind Palmer in 11th, but anyway, just managing to keep my pace around there. And anyway, keep getting the inside from the next corner, allowing me to just go past. Anyway, on this straight, you get slipstream, and I go on the grass a bit there, but still keep it around the outside, get the inside from the next corner, and go keep in front on this straight. But anyway, on the straight, right near the braking zone, he just brakes later, beats me there. But anyway, on this basically last corner, I overtake him again, and I think I just managed to keep this position now. I got on the grass a bit there, and he's catching up a lot there, but I think I come in 11th now.
Okay, we're all a bit gutted with that result, but let's work hard.
Which is not the best result from 3rd. It just shows that we had so much better pace in the intermediate conditions, and if it carried over, we may be able to have done something there.
Historic win. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. So then, it's time
Okay,
to see
so we
how
come
this
at
result affects the Drivers'
11th.
Championship.
Lewis Hamilton.
It's a good result for Nico Rosberg, who extends his advantage.
Yeah, Nico
to the top
Rosberg
of the
comes above
championship.
Kimi Raikkonen,
Now
which
I'd
is
like
good
to
for
ask
him.
you, Anthony
But Lewis
Davidson,
Hamilton
who was
is
your
now in
driver
the
of
title
day?
race
I think it's got to be Kimi Raikkonen. He's not always
because
spectacular, but
he's now only
gets the
10
job
points
done,
behind
and
Rosberg.
that's the case
Kimi
today.
Raikkonen's only
And
8
here's how
points.
things are shaping up in the Constructors'
I think Vettel has now lost. He can't physically win championship. So it's all up to them three in the last race of to see who's going to be the best, really. Rosberg's got an 8-point lead on Kimi Raikkonen, so it's going to be quite a few positions he's going to need between them to get the obviously the win of the Drivers' Championship. But I really like how his career modes went down to the wire to the last race to see who wins it. But anyway, keeping the purple here because we got a good Drivers' Championship position and stuff, and beat Palmer. But yeah, I think Rosberg's going to have to cut. Kimi Raikkonen's either going to have to win and have like a 2-3 position gap to make sure that he wins or whatever. And as you see there, again, it's the two Mercedes and Kimi Raikkonen, and they're the only three people that can win this right now. Jolyon Palmer's now in 17th on the Drivers' Championship, was very good for him. But here's our trophy stand. You know, China first, third, then Germany third, Italy, I think that's third again, and then Malaysia and Japan just doing amazing at getting first in both. And I'll see you for the conclusion of the season in Abu Dhabi.